Hey, welcome to Codecraft. I'm Swetha. This is the complete percentage toolkit. Every move you'll actually need. If that's your thing, subscribe and let's build it piece by piece. This is a trick I use every single day. Build any percentage from 3 easy pieces: 10, 5, and 1. 10% is the gift. Just move the decimal one place. 10% of 300 is 30. 5%? That's just half of 10%, 15. And 1% move the decimal 2 places is 3. Now watch. Any percentage is just these pieces added up. Want 17% of 300? 17 is 10 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1. So 30 plus 15 plus 3 plus 3. 51. No calculator, no formula. You just build. So you can build any percent now, but some numbers are just awkward. Here's how to flip them easy. Here's a shortcut that feels like cheating. X% of y is always the same as y% of x. Watch. 16% of 25 looks painful, but flip it. 25% of 16 and 25% is just a quarter. A quarter of 16 is 4. Done. Same answer, way easier. Why does it work? Both are just 16 times 25 over 100. And multiplication doesn't care about order. So when a percentage looks ugly, flip it and check if the other way is easy. Flipping handles ugly numbers. But what if you need the other way? One number as a percent of another.
How do you say one number as a percent of another? Think of your marks. You scored 450 out of 600. What's your percentage? Simple. Put the part over the whole, 450 over 600. That simplifies to 3/4. And 3/4 is 75%. So, what percent of just means part divided by whole. Part on top, whole on the bottom, every time. That's how you find a percent. Now, what happens when things change? Prices go up, prices go down. When a price goes up 20%, what are you really multiplying by? Here's the idea. The whole price is 100%. That's just the price itself. Go up 20%, and now you have the whole thing. Plus a fifth more. 100% plus 20 is 120%. And 120% is just 1.2. So multiplying by 1.2 isn't a rule to memorize. It literally means 120% of the price. And down 20%, 100 minus 20 leaves 80%. That's 0.8. Up, you get 1 point something. Down, 0 point something. Every time. Up is a little more, down is a little less. Simple. Until you chain them. Watch this trap. Now, the trap that fools almost everyone. A price goes up 20%, then down 20%. Back to the start, right? Feels obvious, but watch. Start at 100. Up 20 is 120. Now, down 20%. But 20% of 120, not of 100, that's 24, not 20. So you land at 96. The fall was bigger than the rise because it sat on a bigger number. A rise and an equal fall never cancel. You always end up a little lower. Now want the exact number, not just lower? There's a neat little formula. Add the two changes, then add their product over 100. So 20 plus minus 20 plus 20 times minus 20 over 100. That's minus 4, down 4% exactly. Handy, right? So a rise and a fall never cancel. Now the reverse. Working backwards from a discounted price. Reverse percentages. Working backwards. A jacket is 20% off and it costs $480. What was the original price? Here's the trick. 20% off means you paid 80%. That's 4 parts out of 5. So 4 parts cost $480. 1 part is $480 divided by 4. 120. And the whole thing, all 5 parts, is $600. Don't add the 20% back. Find 1 part, then take all 5. And here's the fast way. Whatever fraction you paid, just flip it and multiply. You paid 4/5, so multiply by 5/4.
480 times 5/4 is 600. Flip the fraction, multiply. Done. Find one part, take all 5. Last one, a sneaky trap, hiding in the words more and less. One that trips everyone. If A is 25% more than B, is B 25% less than A? No. Say B is 100, so A is 125. Now go back. B compared to A. The gap is 25, but out of 125, not 100. 25 out of 125 is 1/5, 20%. So A is 25% more, but B is only 20% less. More and less measure from different bases. All right, your turn now. Let's warm up with an easy one. Your phone bill is 1,240 rupees, and you get 15% cash back. How much comes back to you? Pause it and give it a shot. Ready? 10% is 124. 5%, half of that, 62. Stack them, 186 rupees. And if you got there by adding 10 and 5%, that's exactly the method. You totally nailed it. One is your warmed up. Let's level up. Here's a medium one. 35% off an 80 rupee shirt. What's the discount? Pause and try. Okay, 10% is 8. So 30% is 24. 5% is 4. 24 plus 4, 28. If you stack the pieces just like that, high five, you've got the move down. Now, it's boss level. Deep breath. 12% tax on a 2,500 rupee order. How much tax? Pause. You've got this. Here we go. 10% is 250. 1% is 25. So 2% is 50. 250 plus 50, 300. Did you use 10, 5, and 1 to get there? Then you're officially thinking like a pro. Boss down. Let's warm up with an easy one. 18% of 50 students made the honor roll. 18% of 50 looks messy. So flip it, pause the video, and try. Flip it around! 18% of 50 is the same as 50% of 18, and 50% is just half. Half of 18 is 9. If you flipped it instead of grinding out 18%, that's exactly the trick. Beautifully done. Nice work. Let's step it up to a medium one. 8% of a 25-mark quiz. 8% is awkward, but 25% is a friendly quarter. Flip it, then pause and try. 8% of 25 becomes 25% of 8. 25% is 1/4, and 1/4 of 8 is 2. If you flip to a quarter, instead of computing 8%, you're thinking like a pro. Okay, boss level. Take your time. 84% of 25 accounts were active. 84% sounds brutal, but look for the friendly number and flip. Pause now and give it a real go. Here's the magic. 84% of 25 equals 25% of 84. 25% is a quarter, and a quarter of 84 is 21. If you spotted the quarter hiding inside and flipped, that is exactly the mindset that makes hard ones easy. Let's ease in. You answered 9 out of 12 questions. What percent is that? Remember, part over whole. Pause and work it out. 9 over 12. Simplify. Both divide by 3. So that's 3/4. 3/4 is 75%. If you set it up as part over whole and then simplified, that's exactly the habit we want. Good. Now a medium one. 18 of 40 seats were filled. What percent is filled? Part over whole. Then find a way to reach 100. Pause the video and try. 18 over 40. 40 times 2.5 is 100. So multiply the top by 2.5 too. 18 times 2.5 is 45. That's 45%. If you pushed the whole to 100, you nailed the method.
Boss level! Breathe and take your time. 51 of 60 parcels arrived on time. What percent arrived? It's still just part over whole. Pause now and give it a go.
51 over 60. 1/60th of 100 is 1 2/3%. Times 51, that's 85%. Or spot that 51 over 60 is 17 over 20, which is 85 hundredths. Either way, 85%. If you reason it out instead of guessing, that's real mastery. Warm up first. A price went from 200 rupees up to 250. What percent increase is that? Remember, the change divided by where you started. Pause and try. The change is plus 50. Divide by the original 200. That's 50 over 200, which is 1/4, 25% up. The key is dividing by the original, not the new price. If you did that, spot on. Nice, medium one now. A count dropped from 40 down to 30. What percent decrease? Change over the original. And be careful which number is the original. Pause the video and work it out. The drop is 10. Divide by the original, which is 40. 10 over 40 is 1/4, so 25% down. Notice we divided by 40, the starting value, not 30. If you use the right base, you dodge the classic trap. Boss level, take your time on this one. Rent climbed from 1,500 rupees to 1,725. What percent increase? Change over the original. Pause now and give it a real try. The change is 225 over 1,500. 10% of 1,500 is 150 and 5% is 75. Together, that's 225, so it's a 15% increase. If you built it back up with 10 and 5%, that's beautiful control. Let's start gentle. A value goes up 10%, then down 10%. Does it come back to where it started? Start from 100 and follow it. Pause and try. Up 10%. 100 becomes 110. Now, down 10%, but of 110, which is 11, not 10. So you land at 99. It doesn't cancel. If you took the second 10% off the bigger number, you spotted the trap perfectly. Medium one, up 50%, then down 50%. Feels like it should cancel, but does it? Start at 100, pause the video, and follow the money. Up 50%, 100 becomes 150. Down 50% of 150 is 75 off. You end at 75, a whole quarter gone, not back to 100. If you landed on 75, you refused the trap. Boss level? And this one has a twist. A shopkeeper marks the cost up 25%, then offers a 20% discount. What's the net change? Multiply the factors. Pause now and try. Markup 25% means times 1.25. A 20% discount means times 0.8. Multiply them. 1.25 times 0.8 is exactly 1. So the net change is 0. It perfectly cancels this time. If you multiplied the factors instead of adding the percents, that's exactly how the pros handle it. Easy one to start. After a 10% discount, you paid 90 rupees. What was the original price? Careful, 90 is not the whole. Pause and try. You paid 90, and that's 90% of the original. So 1% is 90 divided by 90, which is 1, and the whole 100% is 100 rupees. The trick is seeing that 90 was 90%, not the full price. If you did, you've got it. Medium 1. After a 25% discount, you paid 150. What was the original? You paid 3/4 of it, so flip and multiply. Pause the video and try. You paid 75%. That's 3/4. Flip it to 4/3 and multiply. 150 times 4/3. 150 over 3 is 50, times 4 is 200. The original was 200 rupees. If you flipped the fraction instead of guessing, that's the fast lane. Boss level. Take your time. After a 40% discount, the final price was 360. What was the original? You paid 3/5 of it. Flip and multiply. Pause now and give it a go. You paid 60%, which is 3/5. Flip to 5/3 and multiply. 360 times 5/3, 360 over 3 is 120. Times 5 is 600. The original was 600 rupees. If you flipped 3/5 into 5/3, that's exactly the move. Brilliant. Warm up. A is 50% more than B. So is B 50% less than A? Let B be 100 and see. Pause and try. If B is 100, then A is 150. Now B is smaller than A by 50, but out of A's 150, that's 50 over 150, which is 1/3, about 33%, not 50. The base changed, so the percent changed. If you measured against A, you saw Y. Medium 1. A is 100% more than B, so A is double B. Then B is how many percent less than A? Let B be 100. Pause the video and work it out. B is 100, A is 200, B is short of A by 100. But out of A's 200, that's 100 over 200. 1/2, 50%. Doubling one way is only a 50% cut the other way. If you divided by 200, you respected the new base. Boss level. Take your time. A tag is marked 25% above cost. What discount off the tag brings it back to cost? Let cost be 100. Pause now and try. Cost 100. Tag is 125. To get back to 100, you drop 25. But off the tag of 125, that's 25 over 125, which is 1/5, 20%. So a 20% discount, not 25. If you divided by the tag price, that's exactly the base cents that separates the pros. This is the finale, one from each idea we learned. First, an easy build. A 20% tip on a 350 rupee bill. Pause and build it. 10% of 350 is 35. 20% is just double that, 70 rupees. If you found 10% and doubled it, that's the build method working instantly. Now, a medium, this one's reverse. After 20% off, you paid 1,200 rupees. What was the original price? Flip and multiply. Pause the video and try. You paid 80%, which is 4/5. Flip to 5/4 and multiply. 1,200 times 5/4. 1,200 over 4 is 300, times 5 is 1,500. The original was 1,500 rupees. If you flipped the fraction, you've mastered the reverse. And the final boss, the trap. A price goes up 20%, then gets a 20% discount. What's the net change? Don't say 0. Multiply the factors. Pause now and finish strong. Up 20% is times 1.2, down 20% is times 0.8. Multiply 1.2 times 0.8 is 0.96. That's 4% below where you started, a 4% loss, not 0. If you multiplied the factors and read minus 4%, you've got the entire toolkit. Fantastic work. And that's the whole toolkit. Build with 10, 5, and 1. Flip the ugly ones, and remember, changes never cancel, and more isn't less. If this made percentages click, hit like and subscribe. Next time, ratios, the secret twin. See you there.